Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching a quick gaming review of the Xiaomi's Mi 10i that's coming with the Snapdragon 750G, the 5G chipset, but basically with the G moniker on it, it basically also means that it is a device meant for gaming or a chipset that is meant for gaming. So we're going to talk about the graphic options that are available and what is the gaming mode that is present here and what options are offered there, and alongside that we'll do a quick FPS test to let you know how good the performance of this one is. So let's start with what is offered first of all under the game performance. So if you go into the special features, you can see Game Turbo here. So what Game Turbo basically does is as soon as we take this off, here's the options that you find here. Under Game Turbo you have the in-game shortcuts and also the option to uninstall games, remove added games from the home screen. You have mainly this one. So it's the performance mode that you see here. Performance mode would do the Wi-Fi optimization, optimize touch controls, and also enhance the audio. And while usually we play every game on earphones, so that's what mainly everyone would do, but if you're playing it on speaker as well, there shouldn't be a lot of issue because this comes with the dual stereo speakers, so left and right speakers for the proper distribution of the sound when you're playing games like PUBG Mobile. And there's also the performance optimization where the overheating is avoided and hardware related issues are reduced. So that would be turned on. But if you're someone who actually needs a full-fledged gaming performance, you should actually turn that off. Now, there are games included over here. You can directly open the game from here as well. We'll do that and also test the FPS on this particular smartphone. So the 750G, this chipset is not something very new in the Indian market. We already saw this on the Moto G 5G smartphone as well, and there it did perform quite well. The graphic options that were possible on this device were smooth and ultra, that's 40 fps on PUBG Mobile, and this is one of the games that we usually show because that's what most of the users or most of the gamers prefer playing. And it was 40 fps possible, but you could push it to 60 fps through the GFX tool or any such tools that would enhance the frame rate by reducing the graphic quality or do some compromises in that aspect. So if you go directly into the graphic options, you can see smooth and ultra, that's possible. Balanced and ultra is possible. HD and high is possible. You can't have anything under HDR. So smooth and ultra is what we are gonna play on, and we also do the FPS test alongside it. So we have the FPS monitor activated over here, and you see 40 FPS because that's what the maximum frame rate possible is. We will directly go into Arena Training and try to see how the performance of this one is, and we'll keep watching the frame rates mainly because that is what is important to see the performance of the device. And if you want to know a full-fledged gaming review of this one, you can go check out our gaming channel. That's dedicated channel for only the gaming reviews. The name is Gaming Josh. You can go and check out the gaming review of the same over there. And we also do some live stream tests so that you can directly check out if the phone is made for live streams or not. So you can go check out on Gaming Josh for the same.
I need a weapon.
Team match, let's go.
Not a problem. The blue team has scored for the first time. Target down. Reloading. I need a weapon. Watch out.
So the frame rates are well maintained at around 40 itself. There's rarely any time when we see the frame rates to fall down by a lot.
Killing spree for the red team.
So here on the TDM part, you saw that there's no issue at all, and everything was working pretty fine. We do have limited time on the game bench, so we try to shift to the other games as well very quickly. And I'll do a Sanhok bootcamp test, and remember we are playing on the Ace 1 platform, and it's not a very easy lobby that you're going to see. So obviously don't judge the gameplay. You're here for the gaming test, and let's stick to that. And anyway, for the full gaming review, you can, as said, go to Gaming Josh and check out the full gaming review. Here, not just that, I'll also show you the options of the screen recording, and there's also this one. So Game Turbo here shows you the frame rates that are possible. So what you see here is 41 FPS, 42 FPS. So it's mostly 40 FPS that you see because of the smooth and ultra. For the smooth extreme test, we are not going to do it here. I'm just showing you whatever is possible by default. So that's what is important. And here what you see are these options, social sharing options, and also this is the boosting up option, this is screenshot, and this is the screen recorder option. So there are some of these features that are given over here. You can also change the Game Turbo options by going to the settings from here. And for someone who doesn't have a FPS monitor, you can at least get an understanding of the frame rates by just dragging it from the left corner and see the frame rate over the top of the device. And this is going to be just a very quick single bootcamp drop test just to show you. And guys, it's not very easy to play it when we are playing it on speakers firstly, and then there's a camera in between the player and the phone obviously, so it becomes hard there as well. Anyway, let's go and see how good the performance of this device is, whether on the Sanhok bootcamp it falls down with the frame rates or not. That's what is important to see here. So here you can see the frame rates falling down to 26, 32, 34, again back to normal, and it's in the 30s, which is not bad. But as soon as we land, that's when we'll see if there are issues when we are taking the fight, or if there's a lot of enemies, and that's when you would be able to understand if the phone is able to handle things or not. So 25 is the least that we have seen as the frame rate here, and now let's see, there's a whole lot of enemies here. So let's go into the warehouse and see if there's any weapon. Oh my god. So that's it. This was again a quick demo anyway, and the frame rates went down to about 25, 28 as well for quite a lot of time. So this was again a quick demo just to show you how things are when we try to do that bootcamp test, which is the main benchmark for us to check out when we play PUBG Mobile. And you can of course boost it up to 60 FPS if you want to actually do that through tools like GFX tools, but we usually don't recommend that. This is one of the tools where you can get 60 FPS on your smartphone. If you aren't aware of it, let me just show you. You need to have PUBG Mobile turned off there, and after that go to this option, smooth 60 FPS, and you of course get those ads. Obviously these apps are run on ads anyway. So now if we go into this game, back to the game, I'll just show you the frame rates here as soon as we change the settings, and we won't play any game here. I'll just show you what is possible in terms of the frame rates when we actually use GFX tool. But we, as I said again, we don't usually recommend that. So jumping right into the settings, if you take a look here, there's possibility of smooth and extreme, and we have to switch that on the lobby as well. So now you'll see the frame rates going straight up to 60. So that's what is possible with those tools. So that's it guys. Now let me go into the video recording or the game recording settings. So if we go into the game recording, let me first end this frame rate monitor so that we also can take a look at how the graphs were, and performance of 40 FPS frame rate. Yeah, median FPS was 40, and most of the time it was there, but towards the end, I mean, this was the area where we had that Sanhok bootcamp test, and you can see that there were some falls, 26 and even 24, 22. No, 24 was the least that I can see here. Now the screen recording option is the other one that we wanted to show you before we end the video. So to go into the screen recording settings, first of all, what you need to do is you need to long press on this one and it will open the screen recorder option. Now here are the settings that you can play around with, and you have the options of resolution of 2400 into 1080. That's a full HD plus, but the resolution would be of aspect ratio would be of 20:9, and you also have the HD recording possibility. Video quality, this is something that I actually liked from Xiaomi this time. They are giving you an option of even 100 Mbps, so a very fine quality 100 Mbps recording can be done if you are someone who wants to record the gameplay and upload it. So anything over 24 Mbps is usually great quality, so that's what you can see there. You can change the orientation to landscape. Sound, you can't record both microphone and the system sound together, so you still have only one choice here as usual, and we hope at least in the future Xiaomi changes that and allows both of them together. You have the fixed frame rate or the variable frame rate option, and you can have a maximum of 30 fps, not 60 fps, and you can now enable touch gestures. You can have these options of going back to screen recorder as soon as you stop the recording. Also, whenever you press that lock button, it would end the screen recording if you turn this option on. So actually the screen recording is quite good. I mean, the screen recording options are quite good, and whenever you record the screen, if you start it, you can pull it towards the corners and on the sides. You can't have it anywhere on the center, and in the game you can put it towards the corners, and that would help. So that's it guys, this was a quick gaming demo on the Xiaomi Mi 10i smartphone with the Snapdragon 750G, a quick gameplay to show you the frame rates, and also a quick demo of the game turbo and the screen recording options of this smartphone. I hope you like this video. If you do, share and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.